I am quite sure that for the average MBA applicant, the absolute worst part of this process is the test score. Every year, amazing candidates fail to get into schools that they are otherwise completely qualified for because of that pesky test score. It delays your essay writing process, which is significantly more important. And if you're watching this video today, you might be in that situation. You invested all your time on the GMAT or the GRE, and now you find yourself staring down the deadlines, possibly with a score that you don't love, and you've got to decide whether you're gonna run for it, whether you're gonna go for round 2, or you're gonna keep gnawing at that test. My recommendation is that you go for it. And in this video, I'm going to talk you through how we've helped multiple candidates get into M7 schools with sub 700 GMAT scores. Welcome back to MBA Monday. I'm Angela, the founder of MBA Protocol, a career coach, an MBA coach, a former GMAT instructor, and someone who's here to help you achieve your MBA dreams, whether you got a great test score or not. In fact, at MBA Protocol, some of our favorite applicants are the test score underdogs, the people who come to us with really amazing achievements and brilliant dreams and just need to overcome that one point of weakness in their candidacy, which is a GMAT score or a GRE score that's below the average of their target schools, and in some cases, significantly below the average. Today, I'm sharing with you my playbook that we use to help these candidates succeed despite the odds. There are really 3 things that you need to do here. Number 1, you need to show them that you are otherwise a baller. Number 2, you need to mitigate that test score data point with other facets of strength on the quantitative and analytical side of your career to date. And number 3, you have to make them want you individually as a person, as a member of their class. Because if they're making a decision just based on your statistics, you already know what the answer is going to be. But you are much more than that little number, and it's your job to show them that in the essays, not just showing your strengths, but showing your heart, showing your generosity, showing your vision, your best self, something I come back to over and over again on this channel. Let's start with number 1, showing them that you're otherwise a rock star. The biggest place you're going to do this is on the resume. You need to make sure that the resume is showcasing all of your accomplishments. That means all the places where you produced a result, where you had an impact, where you changed something. Don't be lazy and make your resume read like a job description full of responsibilities and present tense verbs that just describe the work that you do. Really drill down and understand where you moved the needle at work. Ask your manager for help. Ask your recommenders for help in clarifying your impact, and make sure that resume really, really shines. Second step is to mitigate the weakness of the test score by putting forward all of the strengths that you have along the dimension that the test score is revealing. And if you think about the test score, it's really just about your academic and quantitative analytical potential. They just want to know that you're not going to drop out of the MBA program because it's too challenging for you. So you want to highlight all the ways in which you are accomplished in the arena of math, quantitative analysis, or any other ways in which you've demonstrated great analytical skills. You want to make sure that your resume reveals as much of this kind of work as you can show from your work experience. You also want to write the optional essay to reveal any other place where you've really excelled analytically. This could include specific classes in your undergrad, your overall GPA, your major GPA, any additional classes that you've taken outside of your undergraduate career, certifications. It could include specific work that you've done at your company that was analytical and quantitative. Literally any evidence that you have that shows that you can do math and that you can hang in a tough analytical environment. You want to put that forward in the optional essay so that the school has a counterbalancing data point to weigh against that test score. The second really important thing you want to do to mitigate that weakness is to make sure that at least one of your recommenders is speaking to your quantitative and analytical abilities. Even if you haven't done a lot of math in your job, ask one of your recommenders to speak to your strategic thinking, your analytical problem solving, the ways in which you're able to break down complicated problems and put forward a succinct, concrete recommendation that actually helps the team move the needle. You need to have multiple data points that outweigh the blemish of that test score throughout your entire application. That's how to mitigate the score in the app. And then the third thing, and I would argue this is the most important thing that you want to do, is that you need to make sure that the school is making a decision not based on a pile of statistics, but on a one-of-a-kind, unique in all of time human being. And that's where the essays come in. That's where you need to show the school your experiences, your values, how you think, how you make decisions, how you interact with people, how you move the needle, how you made all of those changes happen in your resume. It's not what did you do in the essays, it's how. It's showing them your unique perspective and worldview, your approach to your work, and how you give everything that you've got to help your team, to help your company achieve the outcomes that you've been going for. When it comes to this kind of storytelling, this is really where MBA protocol is your secret weapon. Based on my training in screenwriting and my years as a management consultant at the Boston Consulting Group, I've built a curriculum that helps you really understand and tell the best stories you have to tell in your own authentic voice. You don't need AI to tell you what your story is. You can find it within yourself, and then you can tell it in your own words in a way that reveals you to the admissions committee so that they can't forget you and they can't say no to you. This is how we help our clients get into top schools despite any number of blemishes you can imagine. Weak GMAT scores, weak GPAs, criminal activity, academic probation, you name it. We've helped people get in despite blemishes, and it's all the result of brilliant storytelling. If you'd like the help of me and my team on your round 2 applications, the MBA LFG program is still open. We have a few spots left at the crazy 75% off of $497 this year. So click this link, head on over, read about the program, jump in, and you'll be in a group coaching call with me and the team this week, making progress on applications that show your very best self, no matter what other weaknesses might be in your profile. I am rooting for you, and I will be right here next week to help you complete those MBA applications and achieve your career dreams. I'll see you then. If you decided not to join the LFG program and you're just gonna go this alone, why don't you check out this video in which I talk about how to tackle the Harvard essays. Even if you're not applying to Harvard, these rules apply to any school you're targeting. Quantitative, boom.